Hello, everybody. Gonna do this post and get a few things out here. Give it a minute or two to let people log on. Just disgraceful today, and I did a bunch of Zooms. I was in with Colombia's Chief Justice, like one of their Supreme Court justices, getting a one-on-one. Like that's pretty amazing today, and you do these live or these Zooms, and I'm just growing by leaps and bounds. Next week, I go into a full worldwide deal. I'll be sitting there with China and a bunch of other countries while academics from China. So that's going to be an experience for me. But I see people are starting to log on, and I want to have this talk. And it's not about popularity, because I know right now everybody thinks what they're doing is right, but I guarantee you 99% of everybody who's championing constitutionalism, rights and freedoms, that's championing the actions right now by Donald Trump, who just 10 minutes ago tweets out how Pence failed the Republicans, didn't do it, he should have done, and blah, blah, blah. If anybody watched the Congress hearing today as they're going through in debate and listened to the Republican speakers for the democratic process, for constitutionalism, would have heard the arguments laid out clearly. And this is this. If you gave the power to Congress to select the presidency, this would happen every 4 years. You would be a Democrat government every time. The Democratic Party, Democrats would win every time if you switch to that system. That's a fact. That's a fact federally. People don't know what they're saying or doing. Donald Trump has clearly gone on a temper tantrum. He's orchestrated some wild rioting protests here that really, Donald, you should have stepped away on the 15th. You couldn't win the challenges. You had no evidence. You've championed falsehoods, groups, and now you've utterly destroyed the Republican Party. I don't talk about this stuff as it's fun. I am clearly a constitutionalist. I'm all about rights and freedoms, but I'm wise enough to know that you have to protect people from themselves. All you people are doing that are championing all this is you're championing to remove your rights to a democratic process. Whether you feel some states have cheated or not, it wasn't just the swing states. It was right across. And guess what? Biden, what about the ones that Biden lost? What about that? If we start going back through in clearly Democrat big city strongholds, they could flip this around the other way. That was clearly laid out by Republican congressmen who've been at this a long time, who clearly understand politics, and they told all of you that. But oh no, that doesn't matter in Trump's world. The swing states aren't the only issue here. What about all the ones that voted Republican? What if you start going through and saying, hey, let's go through those on behalf of the Democrats? You're going to lose the democracy of the USA. The people's vote won't matter anymore. You're asking to allow Congress to select the president, not the people. This is what people fail to understand. It's been laid out clearly. Now we watch Republican congressmen and Republican senators in a majority try to show you that. And then Pence acts upon that and says, yeah, that's right. And then he gets thrown under the bus. We all knew this was coming. He booked his trip. So when this was all over, he's getting out. He's going bye-bye. He's not an idiot. He's a smart man. And he's no traitor to Trump. And what Trump's done has absolutely destroyed his legacy. He's absolutely and selfishly let Senate be lost. He could have spent from December 15th accepting his defeat and trying to win the Senate races in Georgia. At least secure the Senate. That's your responsibility to do for the people you say you champion. Oh, but who cares about that? There's a bullshit Kraken coming. There was no Kraken ever coming. And it's not an I told you so. Forgot to turn notifications off. Oh, yikes. I wonder if I'm going to get more phone calls now. The point is, he is usurping democracy at this point. He's destroyed his legacy, and selfishly, he let those Senate races turn out the way they did. And it's clearly showing that what gains they had back in November, they've absolutely lost. Terrible. Terrible from a selfish man who, in the end, is having a massive temper tantrum, hoping to have some people's usurpage of democracy. Are you kidding me? I just sat with Colombia's Supreme Court Justice. I just sat with one of them, getting to ask questions one-on-one, going through problems with Colombia, which are the same problems we have here in Canada. And all of you are champion, a lot of you are champion to remove even more, and you don't even know it. It's all about education. And this is the great problem here, that wealthy, well-organized groups can easily usurp the population because people are weak of education. They don't know what they're really doing. They don't know that they're actually empowering the other side. Biden's stronger than ever now. I wonder why that is. Do you think maybe you're wrong now? And that maybe we should start going, hey, hold on. Let's start looking at things as they are, not what we want them to be, and get away from lunatic and fantasy. Because that's the reality. And I hate to do this. I hate to have these. And I don't care how everybody says, oh, this, that, and everything. Everyone is dead wrong. All the narratives about the Constitution, dead wrong. What is attempting to be done here is absolutely destroy democratic institutions and your right to vote. Ultimately, select your president. Now, we're already seeing that in Canada. We already see the justice system in Canada. And now you want to champion doing that in the United States, turning a Republican democracy into a civil law Republican? China is a republic. That's a fact. Communism in a republic. It doesn't matter what government form you take. It's the Constitution you have and upholding to it. The Founding Fathers laid it out clearly. It was debated very well in Congress today, if you had all taken the time to watch it. But no. We got to watch the YouTube videos. We have to listen to Donald Trump's radical tweets, and we got to go storm the White House. You know, unbelievable. Sorry, Capitol Hill. Yeah, White House. It's insane, you guys. It's insane. That's my video for today. It's not looking good. Biden's going to be in full authority. We're going to watch that vote go, and it's going to be an even bigger loss for Trump. Even bigger, because you guys have put it to Congress. And you know what? Imagine letting president be selected by Congress. You will never see a Republican president again. If you go rally and cheer for this, that's what's going to happen. You're making it worse. Bye now.